Okay. There we go. Hello, my name is Christine Whitaker. Today we're doing Singapore. I'm filling in for Marnie Hernandez. Okay, now we're going to start reading. Dear travel colleague, come discover Singapore and see for yourself how it is constantly evolving, reinventing, reimagining itself by people who are passionate about creating new possibilities. Whether you are a foodie, explorer, culture shaper, collector, action seeker, or socializer, you will realize new experiences are created every day. More than just a destination, this training course is designed to help you encounter all the possibilities which Singapore can offer you and your clients when you come to visit. Whether you wish to taste something different, discover intriguing places, or experience the rich tapestry.
Eat.
Okay. There we go. Create a rich tapestry of arts and culture. You will find that Singapore has something for everyone. It is a place where passions and possibilities meet. And we have a short video here.
You think you know Singapore? It's time to reimagine.
You think it's all skyscrapers?
Then what's this?
And this.
And this!
You think it is one island? Then what's this?
And this!
You think we're a city that never stops?
Then what's this?
And this.
Singapore, you think it's a country?
A city?
An island?
Think again. It's so much
Okay, for further information on the exciting things to do, visit and see in Singapore, you can visit www.visitsingapore.com. We hope you are enjoying the captivating charms of Singapore and look forward to welcoming you and your clients soon. All right, explorers.
You
Don't
missed the
just-
first one. There's a first lesson.
Is anybody else having trouble getting the video to play? Must
Nope.
just be me.
Yeah.
Is anybody else having trouble getting the video to play?
No,
No.
Okay,
we just did intro to Singapore. So that was the first lesson.
There are other
The first
slides.
lesson has a map.
There's other slides for the intro to Singapore. If you click on that, that lesson 1, there's 9 slides.
Wow, because it didn't give me that. Okay, here we go. Intro to Singapore. Okay, start lesson. Wow, I don't know why it didn't give me that, but okay, it did now. All right, here we go. Start lesson. Are you going to start? I clicked. Why aren't you starting?
Maybe you need to refresh it. Oh, page unresponsive.
There we go. Introduction to Singapore. A gateway to Asia and beyond, Singapore is a young, dynamic nation and a cosmopolitan city of possibilities. Singapore is located in the heart of Southeast Asia at the southern tier of the Malay Peninsula. Singapore is made of one main island and also 63 smaller islands as well, which lie off its southern coast. Lying close to the equator means Singapore enjoys a sunny tropical climate all year round. The climate tends to be warm and sunny with average daytime temperatures of around 31 degrees centigrade, dropping to around 24 degrees centigrade in the evening. Rain falls throughout the year, but traditionally the monsoon season will be between November to February. Downpours tend to be irregular, sudden, and usually brief, bringing a freshness to the atmosphere. And here's a Singapore map. Singapore, let's brings it up bigger. Singapore Zoo, River Wonders and Night Safari, Treetop Walk, Jewel Changi Airport, Gardens by the Bay, Marina Bay Sands, Universal Studios Singapore, Singapore Cable Car, and Singapore Discovery Center. Now, how do I get out of that? Okay. Does it?
You just closed that screen. It opened in a separate tab.
Yeah, but I don't have an option to close the screen. So,
Yeah, just close it up on top.
oh, okay, there. All right, there we go. All right. Next. Getting to Singapore, there are 3 direct flights to Singapore from the UK, and it takes approximately 13 hours. Singapore Airlines, the national carrier, operates 4 daily flights out of London Heathrow and 5 weekly flights from Manchester Airport. British Airways operates double daily flights to Singapore from London Heathrow. Qantas operates daily flights from Singapore to Singapore from London Heathrow. There are numerous other airlines that fly indirect to Singapore, including Finnair, Emirates, Qatar, Etihad, Air France, Malaysia Airlines, Thai Airways, Turkish Airlines, Swiss Air, and many more. You will land at Singapore's only international airport, Changi Airport, which has won many prestigious awards year after year. The airport comprises of 4 terminals, each offering first-class facilities to cater to leisure and business needs. If you have some time at the airport, do visit the various free entertainment and leisure facilities, including the Butterfly Garden, the slide at T3, the world's tallest slide in an airport, the movie theater, or various indoor and outdoor gardens. There is also a rooftop pool at the Aerotel Airport Transit Hotel, T1, which costs approximately $38 for non-staying guests. I guess that's your Great British pounds, I guess it is. Great Britain pounds. You can also visit Jewel Changi, a 10-story lifestyle hub that is seamlessly linked to Terminal 1's arrival hall and via pedestrian walkways from Terminals 2 and 3. Launched in 2019, Jewel Changi transforms Singapore world-class aviation hub into a truly inspiring lifestyle destination with a mix of dining establishments, top-notch retail, and breathtaking spaces. Some of the key highlights include HSBC Rain Vortex, a 40-meter high indoor waterfall flanked on all sides by tropical plants and over 2,000 trees. Canopy Park, which will keep you busy as you explore the hedge and mere maze, Foggy Bowls, and the Manulife Sky Nets, where you can bounce on supportive netting above the trees. There we go. Getting around Singapore. When transferring to and from the airport, most hotels or tour package bookings in Singapore will include an airport transfer. So remember to check with the hotel if this is available. Otherwise, all public transport in Singapore is easy to navigate and great value for money. There are various options you can take when traveling around Singapore: taxis and private hire vehicles, Hailing a taxi is quite easy in most parts of Singapore. It is always best to get a taxi from one of the numerous taxi stands in Singapore, such as at hotels and shopping centers. All taxis in Singapore are metered and the fare system varies slightly among the various taxi operators. The final fare will include the meter fare and some surcharges, all of which are prominently displayed in every taxi. For about a 25 to 30-minute journey from the airport to the city center, the cost is between $20 to $40, approximately 32 to 64 Great Britain pounds. There are additional surcharges are as follows: $8 airport surcharge 5 p.m. to midnight Friday through Sunday, $6 airport surcharge all other times, midnight surcharge of 50% of final metered fare midnight to 6 a.m., peak hours surcharge of 25% of final metered fare 6 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Monday through Friday, and 6 p.m. to midnight Monday through Sunday. Apart from taxis, you can also book an on-demand private hire vehicle from companies such as Grab Taxi, Kojak, or Ride. This can be done through their app available on the App Store or Google Play. Mass Rapid Transit, MRT, the modern all air-conditioned MRT is probably the fastest way to get around Singapore and is one of the cleanest transport systems in the world. Fares are charged according to the total distance traveled. For convenience, purchase an EasyLink card, which costs $10 inclusive of card value, and with a stored value of $5 for use. You can also use your foreign issued MasterCard and Visa contactless bank cards issued outside of Singapore for payment on public transport fares. The last train from Changi Airport is at 12:06 a.m. All trains and gantries are luggage friendly. Alternatively, purchase a Singapore tourist pass, which allows you unlimited travel on Singapore's public buses and MRT trains. There are 3 options. Each pass has a refundable deposit of $10. The prices are as follows: 1-day pass, $20, 2-day pass, $26, and 3-day pass, $30. Airport transfer. There are also 24-hour ground transport concierges, which offer transfers to your destination. The options and costs are as follows: 4-seater vehicle, $55, 7-seater vehicle, $60, city shuttle to selected downtown areas, $10 per adult and $7 per child.
Marnie, I did not pass, so I'm gonna go ahead and go back through that. Unless
Okay.
it-
The answers are in the chat.
Answers from the chat. Thank you.
All right, we're going to Explorers, and now we're to keep having a problem with their site. As of April 1st, 2022, okay. Why is this? There's no requirement to apply for vaccinated travel passes or do any COVID tests upon arrival. Come discover Singapore. This is the same thing we read before. So
Gotta go up to lesson 2.
I did. Okay, start lesson. All right, they're being temperamental today. Okay, cultural districts, Chinatown. Nestled near Singapore's bustling business district, Chinatown is Singapore's largest historic quarter where our early Chinese migrants lived. The epitome of old meets new, a walk down Chinatown's narrow streets with their picturesque shop houses, now repurposed as designer hotels, chic boutiques, hipster joints, restaurants, and bars, reveals Singapore's rich Chinese heritage, as well as the country's journey from a free trading port to one of the world's most progressive economies. Some must visits in Chinatown include Buddha Tooth Relic Temple and Museum, a living cultural monument housing the sacred Buddha tooth relic in a magnificent relic stupa composed of 420 kilograms of gold donated by devotees. Sri Mariamman Temple, the oldest and most revered Hindu temple in Singapore. Chinatown Complex, a buzzing hawker paradise with more than 200 food stalls. Tong Eating House for a traditional breakfast of kopi, traditional local coffee, and kaya toast, a traditional jam made from coconut and eggs. Little India, serving as a focal point of Singapore's Indian community, Little India is one of the most vibrant and charismatic ethnic districts in Singapore. Here you will find a fusion of colors, sounds, and scents as the smell of spices, flowers, incense, and perfume fill the air as thousands of people from all walks of life go about their business. Some essential experiences in Little India include Little India Arcade for authentic Indian food, music, and fashion, all housed in shop houses which date back to the 1920s. Here you will find silk saris, gold jewelry, silverware, handicrafts, and other such goodies, as well as opportunity to witness jasmine flowers being intricately woven into garlands at roadside stalls before being taken to the temples as offerings. Sri Veeramakalaman Temple, one of Singapore's oldest Hindu temples, which remains a distinctive landmark in the heart of Little India. Tekka Center, it boasts a variety of stalls that are either Muslim owned or halal certified. After you've eaten, check out the upper floor for ethnic garments and accessories. Mustafa Center, open 24 hours a day. It stocks an estimated 150,000 different items, from groceries to electronics, clothes, cameras, and home appliances to even visa services. Visit during Deepavali or Pongal, a traditional Indian harvest festival, and observe the wonderful, colorful celebrations. Kampong Glam, known as the Malay Arab Quarter, Kampong Glam is a neighborhood where age-old traditions and trendy lifestyles come together. It is now a haunt for hip travelers and connoisseurs of culture alike. You can't miss the massive golden domes of the Sultan Mosque as you enter Kampong Glam, a focal landmark that guides you along the busy streets and bustling byways. A slew of modern cafes have sprouted up over the years, such as Going Om, where you can have a beer and chat with their resident cockatoo. But for something more traditional, drop by Haiman, okay, a Michelin bib gourmet stand listed eatery that specializes in nasi padang, steamed rice served with various dishes. Discover shops selling Arabic perfumes, exquisite boutiques, intricately dyed patterns on fabrics, and contemporary furniture and homeware inspired by Asian heritage and culture. Make sure to visit Haji Lane, a multicolored street filled with street art and hip boutiques with uniquely Singaporean trinkets and fashion. Stay till nightfall and Haji Lane takes on a whole new life with live music bars and hip restaurants abound. Katongju Chiat, home of the Parankins, term meaning local born, which generally refers to people of Chinese and Malay Indonesian heritage. It was once an area filled with coconut plantations, and today is a vibrant neighborhood where you will discover vibrant shop houses and quaint stores and eateries. Lined with colorful shop houses and homes that are decorated by sculpted facade of animal reliefs and handcrafted tiles, Jatong Ju Chiat is one of Singapore's foodie destinations where you will find cool cafes sat next to old world coffee shops selling Katong Laska, spicy coconut milk-based noodle soup, kui, bite-sized snacks or desserts, and other Nanya delicacies. Make a trip to Rama Bibi or Kim Chu to pick up authentic trinkets such as traditional kabayas, beaded slippers, or Parankin wares and handicraft. Visit the Inton, a private home museum dedicated to celebrating the unique culture of Parankins. Other must-see districts: the Civic District, where Singapore's historical, architectural, and cultural heritage started. Here you find many restored historic buildings given a new lease on life and repurposed as new attractions and museums. Tiong Bahru, Singapore's oldest housing estate. It is a quaint community that blends a beautiful mix old and new, and it is home to time-honored food markets, hip and trendy cafes, and fashion boutiques. Geylang Serai, also known as the Red Light District, it is an enclave rich with local heritage and filled with bustling streets and eateries. And Marina Bay, a representation of all things modern and super stylish in Singapore. Marvel at the collection of architectural icons and revel in the spectacular views. All right, city and nature. Today, Singapore is one of the greenest cities in the world, where you will discover a thriving ecosystem of nature and wildlife, where nature lovers can escape the hustle and bustle of the city to explore rainforests, parks, gardens, nature preserves for an undisturbed experience. Here are some of the must places to visit. Singapore Botanic Gardens is home to over 60,000 types of plants across 82 hectares of land, and is the country's first UNESCO World Heritage Site. Highlights include National Orchid Gardens, which houses the largest orchid collection in the world, including the Vanda William Catherine, named after the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge in their honor during the Diamond Jubilee Tour, and the new tropical montane orchidenta, whatever, which simulates a tropical montane forest, a ridge-top hiking trail at the Gallup Extension. And if you want to enjoy a rejuvenating workout, join the locals for a spot of Tai Chi. Gardens by the Bay, spanning 101 hectares by the waters. The key features are the two cooled conservatories, Flower Dome, which replicates cool, dry climates and boasts of more than 32,000 plants, with a changing flower display throughout the year. The Cloud Forest, replicating the tropical montane regions with a 35-meter tall indoor cloud mountain and waterfall. Outside, you will see the spectacular Super Tea Grove and OCBC Skyway. Don't miss the free Garden Rhapsody show of dazzling lights and sounds as the sun sets, which takes place at 7:45 p.m. and 8:45 p.m. nightly. Away from the city, there are plenty of running routes and hiking trails, even some even with a view. Here are some suggestions to escape the city. MacRitchie Reservoir Park. See firsthand Singapore's rainforest as you walk 25 meters above ground and through the canopy to the Treetop Walk, a 250-meter long freestanding suspension bridge. Southern Ridges, a 10-kilometer long network of trails with scenic views of the skyline, the most distinctive of connecting bridges and for Insta-worthy pictures is the Henderson Waves, the highest pedestrian bridge in Singapore. Rail Corridor, a scenic unused railway track that is 24 kilometers long and surrounded by nature. The trail is a mix of gravel, grass, and pavement, a great challenging trail that is off the beaten track. Park Connector Network, a 300-kilometer island-wide network of linear green corridors linking major parks and nature areas across Singapore, perfect for walking or cycling. Complementing this will be the Round Island Route, another 150-kilometer park connector that goes around Singapore. The first phase launched in January 2022. Bukit Timah Nature Reserve, venture into the less traveled path and see where remnants of a once teeming kampong village is hidden. As well as mainland Singapore, there are also offshore islands which you can explore. Here are some must visits. Pulau Ubin, take a traditional bumboat from Changi Port Ferry Terminal for SGD3, approximately 1.80 Great Britain pounds, and discover how Singapore used to look in the 1960s. Hire a bike and admire this unspoilt rustic island where you can spot abandoned quarries, coconut rubber plantations, fish farms, and Singapore's last remaining kampong amongst a rich ecosystem teeming with wildlife. Head towards Chek Jawa, home to 6 distinct habitats, including cultural forests, rocky beaches, and a mangrove swamp. Southern Islands, consider hopping aboard a yacht to glimpse each of the southern islands, such as Lazarus Island, an idyllic beach escape on white sandy shores and clear turquoise waters. Sisters Island, a popular spot for picnics and camping, or Kusu Island, a home to a tortoise sanctuary. Attractions. Singapore is home to many attractions for children and grown-ups alike. Make sure to visit at least 2 or 3 of these on your visit to Singapore. Sentosa Island, located just 15 minutes from the main island. Sentosa is the most well-known and popular offshore island. Known as the State of Fun, you will find pristine beaches, exciting attractions, and tropical landscapes. Some highlights of the island include Skyline Luge Sentosa, part go-kart, part toboggan, navigate down the 688-meter-long Dragon Trail as fast or as slow as you like. Mega Adventure Park, with the star attraction being the Mega Zip, Southeast Asia's steepest zip wire, where you can view Sentosa's lush jungles in the air. Sky Park Sentosa by A.J. Hackett, bungee jump off the first and only 50-meter high bungee tower, take a walk along the Sky Bridge, or try the giant swing, which hurtles you toward the beach at 120 kilometers per hour. Yikes. Sky Helix, the latest attraction on Sentosa, is Singapore's highest open-air panoramic ride, elevated at 79 meters above sea level. Visitors get to sit in an open-air gondola with their feet dangling in the air and a cool drink in hand, and experience breathtaking 360-degree views stretching from Sentosa to Keppel Bay and the Southern Islands. Hydro Dash, Singapore's first floating aqua park, challenge family and friends as you climb, slide, leap, and bounce your way through the obstacle course. Singapore Zoo, home to over 2,800 animals from 300 species, the award-winning Singapore Zoo is famous for its open concept, often offering visitors the chance to get more intimate with animals in their natural habitats. Experience the breakfast program and enjoy breakfast with a family of orangutans. Sign up for the Junior Zookeeper Camp, or enjoy close-up encounters with lemurs, giraffes, and elephants. There are plenty of opportunities to go wild with the animals. Singapore Zoo is open daily from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Night Safari, the world's first night zoo. The Night Safari, separate to the Singapore Zoo, exposes you to over 2,500 creatures of the night. Explore the park in either a guided tram ride or one of the 4 walking trails to see 6 geographical zones of the world, and then complete the night with the exciting Creatures of the Night show. Night Safari is open daily from 7:30 p.m. to 12 a.m. River Wonders, nestled between Singapore Zoo and Night Safari, River Wonders is a river-themed zoo and aquarium. Home to over 6,000 animals, the zones replicate the habitats of rivers across the world, including Amazon, Nile, and Ganges. Visit the resident giant pandas and then set sail on the Amazon River Quest, a 10-minute boat ride. River Safari is open daily from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Bird Paradise. In the second quarter of 2023, the formerly known Jurong Bird Park will be relocated to the Mandai Wildlife Reserve and renamed as Bird Paradise. The new bird park will showcase avian conservation, feature 10 zones, including 8 large walk-through aviaries, and will welcome visitors into a colorful world that is home to 3,500 birds from over 400 avian species. Integrated resorts opened in 2010. The 2 integrated resorts are premier integrated entertainment destinations, providing fun for all ages. Marina Bay Sands, a luxury hotel with 2,500 rooms, is also home to the Sky Park for 360-degree views of the skyline, an iconic art science museum, state-of-the-art theaters, Spectra, a magic and free light and water show, and mouth-watering restaurants, and the hottest drinking spots in the city. Resorts World Sentosa offers 6 themed hotels. World-class attractions include Southeast Asia's only Universal Studios and Sea Aquarium, one of the world's largest aquariums with more than 100,000 marine animals. And you will also find signature restaurants offering authentic Asian flavors. Sounds amazing. Now we're going to foodies.
Can I read some of this?
Pardon?
Can I read some of the foodie to help you out?
Sure.
Mhm.
I'm going to
I'm
start the
in
lesson.
page 2. Mhm. All right, you on page 2? Yes. Okay. Lesson 3, foodies. Fusion of food. Eating is a favorite pastime for Singaporeans. Instead of saying, hi, how are you? When greeting people, we say, have you eaten? With the diverse range of ethnic groups who have settled in Singapore, they have also brought along their culinary influences from Chinese, Indian, Malay, and Peranakan cuisine. With its colorful cuisine and unique flavors, Singapore has evolved to become the food capital of Asia. Here are some must-try dishes while in Singapore. Chili crab, one of Singapore's famous and unofficial national dish. Its tangy gravy seeps into the succulent flesh of stir-fried crabs. I'm now hungry. Make sure to scoop up the gravy with mantau, toasted or steamed buns. Oh yes, I'm definitely going to eat again after this. Hainanese chicken rice, found at most hawker centers, food courts. This simple dish consists of poached chicken, rice cooked in chicken stock, and a chili dipping sauce, laksa, a spicy coconut milk-based noodle soup perfect for rainy days and bound to fill your belly and tickle your taste buds. Roti prata, an Indian specialty. This savory flatbed dish is crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. Pardon me for my puppy. Watch the prata maker stretch the dough by slapping and swinging it in one skillful motion. Rojak, a dark and sticky salad which reflects the cultural diversity of Singapore that is deliciously sweet and savory to the taste. Kaya toast, a popular breakfast for locals. Kaya is a traditional jam made from coconut and eggs and combined with a slab of butter. It contrasts delightfully with toasted bread and thickly brewed coffee. And now for the video.
This is where we're guided by tastes and smells. Through kitchens, and often straight into the kitchen. From closed alleyways, rooftop getaways, and takeaways. Concoctions and inventions, and dashes and scrambles. Woks, stir-fries, pan-fried, or simply fired up. Where passion is sprinkled over every dish and garnished with possibilities of a million flavors. Here's to highballing with flair, to eyes bigger than stomachs. This is where your passion for discovering more taste than you have taste buds is made possible.
Looked good. You still want to read?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Just I
Okay.
hope that my puppy doesn't cry or yell too much. And I stopped muting myself because I think I just muted myself twice already by accident. All right. Now to continue with page 3. Hawker centers. Hawker centers or food courts are the indispensable pillars of Singaporean life and is the best way to sample authentic local dishes at extremely affordable prices. Did you know that one of Singapore's hawker stalls actually has a 1 Michelin star? Hill Street Thai Huai pork noodle, which means you can buy a Michelin meal for less than £5. I don't know how much that is in USD. Can someone please look that up? But that's probably still cheap.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm getting eaten alive. Join the stall with the longest queue and you'll be guaranteed a scrumptious meal. Here are some popular hawkers centers where you can live like a local and be privy to some of the best eats in town. Lau Pa Sat, a historic market in the heart of the civic district. The food hall is complete with grand Victorian architecture and whirring ceiling fans. Beyond the usual stores, it is also now home to Food Folks, a space that brings together heritage brands, modern Singaporean food concepts, and locally produced retail items under one roof. Outside is
No,
also the
stop.
famous. What was that? After this page, I'll pass off to someone else so I can play with my puppy and he stops crying. Let me see. Outside is also the famous Satay Street, where stalls sell the best rendition of the street's namesake chicken and beef skewers. Thank you, whoever. I will read that name afterwards. Maxwell Food Center, located in the heart of Chinatown and perennial favorite of many locals. You will find many recommended stalls by Michelin's Bib Gourmand guide, such as the Tian Tian, Hainanese chicken rice, and Popo and Nana's Delights. I'm sorry if I butchered it. Newton Food Center. You will probably recognize this place from Hollywood hit Crazy Rich Asians. Oh, that's a cool name. This buzzing hawker center is another favorite with close to 100 hawker stalls. Make sure to try the Sambal Stingray. Tekka Center. Located in Little India, Singapore's largest indoor quote-unquote wet market where you can fill your tummy with South Indian vegetarian food. North Indian tandoori dishes. What is that? Can someone look that up for me? And local fare. Oh, it's probably one of the pictures here. And local fare like roti prata, round pancakes, and te tarik pulled tea. Try to spot the brewers pull the hot milk tea. It's amazing showmanship. Old Airport Road, another local favorite. Here you'll see friendly rivalries with multiple Lord May or Char Kwai Teo hawkers touring their version of local staples. Try them all and see if your taste buds can discern the difference in taste. I will not be able to discern that. Thank you very much. I'll pass it on, although my puppy just left.
Oh, I can take over, Jason.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Here we go. Lesson 3, foodies. Fine dining. Singapore's dining scene features a rich mix of local street fare and unique and quality dining experiences by international and local homegrown chefs. In 2022, 52 establishments were awarded Michelin stars, including 2 3 Michelin stars. If you fancy treating yourself to a special meal during your stay, here are some recommendations. Candlenut, 1 Michelin star. The world's first Peranakan restaurant with a Michelin star, Chef Malcolm Lee has brought the flavors and techniques of Peranakan cooking to new heights with a contemporary but authentic take on straight Chinese cuisine. National Kitchen, sorry, there's a fly on my coffee. National Kitchen by Violet Un. Did I skip something? No, I didn't. Okay. Located within the National Gallery and helmed by the legendary Violet Un, National Kitchen is another Peranakan restaurant that is reimagined and elevated the way we make and eat Peranakan food. Labyrinth, 1 Michelin star. For a playful take on Singapore's traditional cuisine, Chef Han fuses much loved local flavors in whimsical modern ways. 80% of the ingredients used are sourced from local farms, gardens, and seas. 2 a.m. dessert bar. For exquisite and supremely photogenic sweet treats. Who loves food porn? I'm so bad about that. Janice Wong, who exploded onto the scenes in 2007, has pushed the boundaries between sweet and savory desserts. Next page. Oh, here's the test. I'm going to mute myself.
Recording. Now we're going to go to lesson 4, socializers. Anybody want to read, or do you want me to take back over?
I can read.
Okay.
All right. Lesson 4, socializers. Nightlife. Nightlife in Singapore pulsates with excitement and energy, with a host of activities and places to go. Whether it's dancing the night away at Singapore's internationally renowned clubs, savoring a cocktail or two at cosmopolitan watering holes, or lounging in some of the most laid-back bars, there's plenty to do as the sun sets. Here are some nightlife enclaves you may wish to explore. Clark Quay and Boat Quay. If you're looking to dance the night away or indulge in a pint or two, Clark Quay and Boat Quay are bound to slake your thirst for entertainment. Clark Quay is one of Singapore's key entertainment districts, a colorful kaleidoscope of buildings housing an array of clubs, pubs, bars, and eateries. Ultra-popular venues include F. Club, ex Attica SG, a stylish institution known for its amazing ladies' night deals, and Crazy Elephant for those who like live covers or rock and roll hits. Just around the corner, Boat Key offers a more relaxed experience with its stretch of bars and restaurants along the river. Dempsey Hill. For those who prefer a quieter watering hole, you will find a hip cluster of establishments set amid lush, quiet surroundings that evoke old world charm in Dempsey Hill. Once the site for the British Army barracks in colonial times, you will now find multiple food and drink options hidden within these conserved black and white buildings. Check out the Rabbit Hole, a beautiful garden bar specializing in gin concoctions, or the Red Dot Brew House for craft beer enthusiasts. And Shang Hill and Club Street. This L-shaped enclave in Chinatown comes alive after dark and is known for its hip little watering holes and laid-back hangouts. There is a wealth of cool joints in the district, perfect for those who enjoy a bit of bar hopping. Make a stop at the screening room for a unique combination of movies and booze, and then head to Gem Bar, where hordes of people usually spill out into the streets. Fullerton and Marina Bay. Classy watering holes, rooftop bars, and elegant drinking spots line the Fullerton and Marina Bay area. Start at Over Easy for its potent concoctions. Admire the view at Rooftop Bar Lantern or Level 33, the world's highest urban craft brewery. And end the night at Marquee at Marina Bay Sands, Singapore's largest nightclub that is home to a 3-story slide and giant Ferris wheel.
Sounds fun.
It does. Do you want me to keep going?
If you want.
Sure.
Okay.
Local bars in Singapore. In 2022, 2 of Singapore's bars made it into the world's 50 best bars, and 11 bars made it into Asia's 50 best bars list. From speakeasies to stunning rooftop bars, there are plenty of places to try locally concocted cocktails. Here are just a few recommendations for you to visit during your stay. Jigger and Pony, ranked 12th in the world's best bars and 2nd in Asia's best bars. You will find plenty of innovation here, including various reinterpretations of classic cocktails. Atlas, ranked 23rd in Asia's best bars. Just think The Great Gatsby, and this is what you'll find. Atlas is decked out with gold-plated statues and a 15-meter tall gin tower, and is home to the largest number of gins in the world. Native Bar, one of Singapore's beloved bars. Native uses regionally foraged ingredients like laksa leaves to create their cocktails. Smoke and Mirrors. Located at the top of the National Gallery, you will enjoy beautiful panoramic views while sipping on flavors that pay homage to artists like Picasso and Warhol. C'est la vie. Perched at the Sky Park of Marina Bay Sands, you will have a 360-degree panoramic view of the iconic city skyline. Chill with a cocktail or check out the Alfresco Sky Bar to get the ultimate rooftop entertainment experience. Mr. Stork, a charming oasis nestled away in the heart of the city. Mr. Stork offers great views of the city as you enjoy alfresco drinking in teepee huts amid lush greenery that dots the space.
I don't know about you, but this one where my mouse is circling there, it reminds me of a cruise ship sitting in the sky.
It does. And then we're at the things, so I'll mute.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready. Okay, so lesson 5, lesson overview, because I'm currently still on this page. Don't just visit museums and galleries or just shop. Be a culture shaper or collector. If you have a passion for culture, come to Singapore and experience diverse ways of life. Or if you have a passion for collecting, come to Singapore and pique your curiosity. Start the lesson. Page 2. Arts and culture. Experience the rich tapestry or arts and culture from streets to gallery, which reflects Singapore's fascinating history and folklore to the new wave of designers, artisans, and crafters. Catch award-winning performances. Check out local and international masterpieces Learn about Singapore's multicultural heritage through song and dance, or join local workshops for an experience you can take home. Here are some experiences for those who wish to immerse themselves in Singapore's diverse culture. National Museum of Singapore. Singapore's oldest museum tells you the intriguing stories of Singapore's history and culture in a manner that is fun and rewarding, as well as its permanent offerings and galleries. The museum also hosts dynamic events throughout the year, including immersive art installations, festivals, and film screenings. Oh, okay. Nothing important. Asian, my puppy was biting something. I need to check. Asian Civilization Museums, ACM, with Singapore's earned reputation as a cultural melting pot of Asia. Hey, so that's their America. The ACM is the only museum in the region devoted to exploring the artistic heritage of Asia. National Gallery Singapore. Housed in Singapore's former Supreme Court and City Hall, this repurposed space is now home to the most comprehensive collection of Southeast Asian art in the region. Street arts and murals. As you walk through Singapore's diverse neighborhoods, spot the various artworks and murals portraying Singaporean life in the lively streets of Chinatown, atop by Amoy Street, where you will find a 40-meter-long mural depicting the hope and struggle life stories of the early Hokkien migrants. In Tiong Bahru, the fusion of old and new is exemplified by the street art revolved around the precinct's past. And in Little India, you will find a mural paying tribute to the Indian community and migrant workers to foster a sense of hope to those who view the mural. Haw Par Villa. Embark on an unforgettable journey into Chinese folklore, legend, and mythology. This cultural park is home to over 1,000 statues and 150 dioramas depicting surreal scenes from Chinese literature, and is most commonly famous for its depiction of the 10 Courts of Hell, which is now part of Hell's Museum, a brand new space that showcases the beliefs and traditions about death and the afterlife. I actually like that page. Now, would you like me to continue?
Yes, if you want.
All right. For a second, I thought I was muted. That would have been so bad. That would have been so sad.
No.
Okay. Page 3. Shopping. Singapore is a retail haven of international fashion houses, trendy pop-ups, flea markets, and a whole lot more. Discover local brands and cultural inspirations to take home with you. Here are some places for you to find one-of-a-kind keepsakes to reflect you and your passion. Design Orchid. Most will know Orchid Road as Singapore's premier shopping belt, but here you will also find Design Orchid, a space dedicated to homegrown designers. Peruse exquisite fragrances, handcrafted scented candles, skincare, furniture, and fashion, all made in Singapore. The furniture sounds nice, but it's probably going to be, I don't know how difficult it will be to bring that over to wherever you live. What? Sounds nice. Funan, the perfect place for tech gadget lovers. Funan is a beloved stomping ground for games and tech geeks. Ooh, that sounds fun. The mall features over 180 retail brands, including customer stores, camera shops, and unique experiences such as a massive climbing wall, rooftop urban farm, and an indoor cycling lane. So that climbing wall, I cannot succeed in that. I'll say that right now. Bras Basah Bugis, a shopper's paradise with swanky malls, charming boutiques, and the bustling street market that sells everything from quirky knickknacks, homegrown fashion, graphic books, and magazines, and street food. Stop making me hungry. Kebaya. If you flew via Singapore Airlines, you will probably have seen the kebayas worn by the flight attendants. Kebayas are a hallmark of Peranakan identity, and you can find both modern and traditional designs available to purchase. Popeye Batik Popeye Batik for modern designs, or go to Kim Chu if you prefer traditional designs. Super Mama, if you'd like to purchase some locally made crockery and furniture. Superamama is famous for its gorgeously crafted porcelain plates depicting architectural icons like the Merlion and cultural motifs. The Cookie Museum. Take the flavors of Singapore home with you and buy cookies infused with the flavors of chili crab, satay, or even the pungent durian fruit to spark memories of your gastronomical adventures in Singapore. What did I just read?
I don't think I would like a chili crab cookie.
Or
also
durian.
try it.
Durian's nasty.
But the Cookie Museum, that's the scary one. That's for the brave and the bold.
Yeah, really?
Oh,
Okay.
I think you should stop recording now.
Okay,
Yeah. Mhm.
okay.
Thank you, Pat and Warren. I appreciate that.
Are you
Lesson
going to
6
continue?
overview. I mean, I'm fine with it. I'm good for it.
Okay,
As long as my puppy doesn't start screaming. Lesson 6 overview. Let me read that picture. Cruise, Module 6. Singapore, passion made possible. Singapore, imagine. Set sail into Southeast Asian horizons from Singapore, the perfect starting point for your regional adventure. Let's find out what kind of adventures this will bring. Singapore as a cruise destination in the heart of Southeast Asia. Singapore is ideal for travelers looking to experience the Southeast Asia region for a one-of-a-lifetime holiday linked to their cruise experience. With an amazing calendar of events, and with all the new tours and attractions, please. Singapore is set to be the long-haul destination of choice when looking for unique and enriching experiences, pre- and post-cruise itineraries to complement trips in Asia, and we invite travelers to realize their passion to travel through experiences that ignite their passions for food, adventure, cultures, and many more. Please watch the video below for more information.
okay, here we go with the video. Okay. Pre-post stay, Singapore reimagines travel in many different ways to discover the destination or re-experience classic locations and immerse in a variety of activities and attractions to suit different interests across varying budgets. Cruise passengers can experience the melting pot of cultures in Singapore through traversing Singapore's cultural neighborhoods of Chinatown, Kampong Glam, Little India, and Katong Ju Chiat. And some of the engaging experiences offered here include walks and guided tours and heritage-centric gastronomy at acclaimed restaurants. Singapore is already renowned as one of the greenest cities in the world and as a city in nature where wellness experiences are just a heartbeat away. We advise to discover anything local in this cultural melting pot, going through busy streets, hidden alleys, or exploring nature in our parks or on the island of Pulau Ubin, home to the diverse habitats and teeming ecosystems, and the perfect hideaway for nature lovers. For an different experience, Sentosa is where exciting attractions and tropical landscapes can be found, and families can be well entertained. Cruise passengers can also explore the diverse, world-renowned attractions in Singapore, such as Singapore Zoo, one of the world's best rainforest zoos, Night Safari, the world's first nocturnal zoo, Gardens by the Bay, a nature-themed attraction with iconic architecture and a focus on sustainability. On a different level, Singapore's vibrant arts and culture scene is influenced by the city-state's multicultural heritage, and there is something for everyone to enjoy in Singapore. Examples of pre- and post-cruise itineraries: sample itinerary, 2 days in Singapore for families, explore the city in nature, parks, gardens, and nature reserves, and the best of Singapore's wildlife at the Singapore Zoo, or Birds Paradise, set to open second quarter of 2023. Day 2, hop on a bumboat with the Singapore River Cruise and spend the rest of the afternoon in Marina Bay. Visit the iconic site of the Merlion statue, half fish, half lion, and the Art Science Museum for edutainment, and Gardens by the Bay for some exciting family time. Consider Night Safari for a different wildlife experience. For couples and friends, day 1, explore the Marina Bay area, which boasts many offerings like the Marina Bay Sands, Merlion Park, and Gardens by the Bay. Sample amazing food at trendy restaurants or food court, and end the day at one of our award-winning bars. Day 2, sign up for a passion tour where passionate locals will bring you to their favorite haunts, or you get to go behind the scenes to experience a different side of Singapore in Chinatown, Little India, or Kampong Glam, or head to Orchard Road for some local and international designer shopping. Sample itinerary days 3 and 4 in Singapore for families. Day 3, experience authentic Singapore by exploring the cultural precincts, Chinatown, Little India, and Kampong Glam, to come into contact with a different side of Singapore. Choose our passion tours for experiences for the entire family. Day 4, enjoy the various family-friendly attractions available on Sentosa, including in Universal Studios Singapore, Mega Zip Adventure, Sea Aquarium, iFly, Luge, Sky Helix Sentosa, and many more. Before your flight, pay a visit to Jewel Changi Airport Canopy Park with mazes, bouncing nets, and more. Day 3 for couples and friends, take the time to explore the lesser known hidden gems of Singapore, Katong Ju Chiat neighborhoods independently or on a tour to discover the authentic Peranakan side of Singapore. Spend the afternoon at the Singapore Botanical Gardens, UNESCO heritage site, including the National Orchid Garden. And day 4, explore the Civic District to learn about Asian culture with a visit to the National Gallery Singapore and drink a Singapore sling at the Long Bar Raffles Hotel. cruise, Singapore Cruise Infrastructure, Marina Bay Cruise Center Singapore. The Marina Bay Cruise Center Singapore, MBCCS, is one of the largest cruise terminals in Asia. Since its opening in 2012, MBCCS has welcomed numerous cruise ships, including some of the world's largest cruise ships at its two-berth facility. Being conveniently located on the waterfront at Marina Bay, MBCCS offers impressive views of downtown Singapore skyline. Cruise passengers can also visit nearby attractions such as Gardens by the Bay, Marina Bay Sands, and Marina Barrage. Singapore Cruise Center, strategically located in the Sentosa Harbourfront Lifestyle Precinct, the riverfront the award-winning Singapore Cruise Center SCC offers a VIP check-in lounge for cruise lines and passenger service counters for direct tour and limousine bookings. Cruise passengers can explore key tourism offerings such as Vivacity, one of Singapore's largest shopping malls, and Sentosa Island, which houses SEA Aquarium, Universal Studios Singapore, and Resorts World Sentosa. Marketing support for cruise agents. STB can help through this Cruise Development Fund for cruise agents. There are 3 areas of funding qualifying costs that STB can assist with: marketing funds to support marketing efforts in order to grow the number of foreign visitors to Singapore, land experiences, pre and post cruise stays in Singapore to encourage more visits and longer stays in Singapore. The CDF can partially fund your guests' attractions, experiences in Singapore, accommodation and transfer do not qualify, and content and development and production costs, such as a board-themed program. The grant is dispersed on a reimbursement basis, subject to achievement on the agreed project deliverables, and is important that the project commences after STB's grant offer. For more information, contact Maria Pangoli at stb.gov.sg.
This meeting is being recorded.
Okay. All right, so everybody get their certificate?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And everybody passed, everybody's good and finished? I'm gonna be, depending upon Marnie's status, what's going on with her, then I'll have to look and see what's coming up for Friday. Just a second and I'll tell you. Certificate. Friday is.
Should be Israel.
Yep, it's Israel. Okay, that one's through Travel Agent Academy. So
Yes.
If she's not available to do that, and I guess I'll be doing that on Friday unless someone else, unless she has someone else doing it. Okay. But hopefully they'll let her come home pretty soon. But blood clots are nothing to be fooled with, so we wish her well. So does anyone have any questions?
Yes, I do. For Travel Agent Academy, because it's asking me to update. And
I can't hear you.
Sorry, I need to get closer. Yes, it's about Travel Agent Academy that I'm currently updating. For the consortia, that should be Travel Leaders Network, correct?
The consortium's Travel Leaders Network, yes.
And for host agency /franchise /affiliation, it doesn't show any that I know as ours. I could read them out loud to you what they have.
The host agency's Archer.
Yeah, but it doesn't show Archer. There's also for other, which says specify, and there's none, but it doesn't have Archer here.
Have you not registered for
No, I have.
travel
Is-
for travel
I
Agent
have.
Academy before?
I have. It's just asking me to update.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I would
That's-
just kind of bypass whatever doesn't pertain if they will let you.
Well, no, not for this one. I would love to. But yeah,
So,
I could put other and specify. I could just copy and paste what they give me in the what's it called, in the I forgot if it was Discord. Oh, in that one file that has the Archer information.
okay, you can do
I
that
can-
then.
Um,
I
thank you.
just, once I've registered with that, I usually don't go back and have to be forced to update anything, so I've never
Yeah, I
had
don't
that
know
happen
why.
before.
Yeah, I don't know
Watch,
why they
just-
try to do that, but
What,
There.
just because I said that, then next time I go in there, they'll want me to do that. And it's like, then I'll sit there and go, darn.
and then I will apologize.
You jinxed me.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, any questions?
No more questions, ma'am. Thank you
Okay.
guys for stepping up.
Well, you're very welcome anytime. And everyone have a great rest of your day. Make sure you post your certificate. Okay,
Excuse me, I have a question.
sure.
I don't know how to print the certificate. I don't know how to, I don't understand. How do I get the
Oh.
certificate?
You clicked on that when you said you could download your certificate, and then it brought up a screen like this. And so what I do, you can see my screen. I just click this to download it to my computer. You don't really
Okay.
have to print it per se. You can just download it to your computer and then share it onto your social media.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. So I have a whole folder of certificates, more than well over 100 of them, and I've never printed a single one of them, mainly because I don't have a printer with ink in it. So
Oh, goodness.
I know.
Thank you.
Printers come to my house to die, and so I don't print. I do have a new printer, but I still haven't put ink in it, and I've had it for over a year. I still haven't put the ink in it yet because I don't print that often, and the inkjets clog, and then the printer's useless. You can't do anything with it. So, because you can't clean the inkjets. So anyway, so I've never printed any of my certificates, but you know, I've got enough that I could probably wallpaper my living room with them. So I've got that many. So anyway, all right. Well, any more questions? No? Okay, well, pardon?
I just finished updating.
Okay, well, everyone have a great rest of your day. And if Marnie's not available on Friday, I probably will see you there too. Okay? All right, so you guys all have a great rest of your day.
Take care. Bless you.
We'll see you on the flip side. Okay?
Thank you.
All righty, bye-bye.